When we take the case of Niger, for over 40 years, some countries have been exploiting uranium to produce energy for themselves.
In today's world of political drama, few moments have matched the raw emotion and intensity of the face-off between Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso and former U.S. President Donald Trump. What began as a political challenge on a conservative stage in Dallas turned into something much deeper, a conversation about leadership, justice, and the people leaders are meant to serve. It started when Trump took the spotlight at a summit, boldly calling out Traoré for a debate on Africa's politics, corruption, and aid. The media exploded. People across the world watched, waiting to see how this unusual showdown would unfold. In Burkina Faso, Traoré saw the announcement quietly. His advisors told him to be cautious, but he was determined. This wasn't about sound bites or showmanship. It was about speaking up for the children, learning under trees, and for parents skipping meals so their kids could eat. In the weeks before the debate, he didn't practice speeches. He walked barefoot through villages, listening to farmers, nurses, and students. He gathered their stories, carrying their pain and dreams with him. When debate day arrived, Traoré showed up, without notes or a fancy suit. He brought only honesty, a message: Africa doesn't need pity. It needs true partnership. Trump opened the debate with strong criticism, claiming Africa had received trillions in aid with little to show for it. The audience laughed, but Traoré stayed composed. He leaned in and asked, "If I give you food, then take your land. Did I feed you or starve you silently?" The room fell quiet. He exposed the burden of foreign loans and the illusion of aid. Then came a turning point. Traoré played a hidden camera video from an African village. In it, a foreign mining executive admitted that African leaders were easily manipulated with contracts while the people suffered. The silence in the room was deafening. Even Trump looked unsettled. "This is what aid sometimes looks like: hunger, eviction, pain," Traoré said. He wasn't blaming Trump. He was telling the truth, and the truth hit hard. The moderator turned to Trump for a response. Trump stumbled, admitting he didn't know such things were happening. But Traoré didn't gloat. "It's not about you, Mr. Trump," he said calmly. "It's about the truth. And truth doesn't wait for permission." The conversation grew heavier. A woman from the audience stood up in tears, speaking of her Suna, U.S. contractor who died in Africa, disillusioned by what he was part of. "We're not building anything, we're just taking," he had said. She apologized on behalf of her country. Traoré simply replied, "Your son had a conscience. He is our brother." Later, a journalist read a letter from a girl whose activist father had been killed allegedly due to foreign interference. "He fought for Africa's freedom," the letter read, but was silenced by outsiders who feared losing control. Traoré responded softly, "We've lived through this. But no more. Our future will not be written by others." The room changed. It wasn't just about politics anymore. It was about awareness, truth, and justice. By the end of the debate, something unexpected happened. Trump, visibly moved, said, "You're right. It wasn't just political. It was human." He extended his hand to Traoré, and for a moment, two very different men shared a powerful truth. The moderator closed with a message from a child in Burkina Faso, who held up a pencil and said, "Thank you for hearing us." And in that moment, it wasn't just about Africa being heard. It was about Africa finding its voice. Afterward, the story spread worldwide. Traoré's invitation to Trump, not as a president, but as a man to visit Burkina Faso, captured global attention. It wasn't just a political win, it was a human one. One photo stood out: a barefoot girl holding a handmade flag with both Burkina Faso and U.S. colors. It became a symbol of unexpected unity and hope born from truth.